pledge to the flag.
December 2nd. I'm Casey Wozniak. Welcome to this week's edition of In Flight. Today we hear advice from recent Cedar Crest graduates and then travel to Philadelphia to visit one of our school's most famous graduates. In our first piece, correspondent Paige Kreischer sat down with class of 2015 graduates Vaughn Richardson and Trin Nguyen. Both came from creative backgrounds and chose different paths after high school. They offer some advice about how to make the right decision post-high school.
This was my first year as a transfer student, and I have never been happier. I absolutely love it. I totally encourage anyone, don't be afraid. All throughout high school, I've always loved art. And for some reason, going into my freshman year of college, I was like, let's go into marketing.
Currently, Trin is attending the Tyler School of Art at Temple University. She's enrolled in their Bachelor's Fine Arts program for graphic design. Trin found she was displeased with the programs Pitt had to offer, which led her to transfer to Temple.
Business just wasn't for me. I did it because other people told me it was a more logical approach, don't go straight into the art field, and I just wasn't very unhappy there. The subject didn't click with me. I had a hard time learning. If you do something that you're passionate about, and it'll make you so much happier, and everything else will kind of click and work around that.
Vaughn Richardson also graduated in 2015, but instead of jumping straight into college, he decided to take a year off. For the past year, he has worked at Marty's Music Store in Annville.
Taking a break is really great because it gives you a year to really reflect on okay, what do I really want to do with myself? So I would really recommend it. And then I was just after giving it a year of thought, LBC is the school for me.
At LVC, Vaughn is studying music business, and his classes include those related to his major, such as basic and oral theory and accounting and management courses.
The cool thing is, yes, it's a music degree, but at the end of the day, it's also a business degree. So I can use that as just hey, I have a business degree. So that's something that's helpful. It's pretty humbling because you got a lot of work that's expected of you, and there's a lot of other people at your level, your skill level of as far as musicianship.
College is a big step in everyone's lives, so it's important to pick the college you feel will best benefit you, but also make you happy. And if you are unsure, there are other options such as taking a year break, like Vaughn, technical school, joining the military, or jumping right into the workforce.
I feel like everyone's so intimidated by this. It's so daunting. I feel like everyone makes it so daunting. It is a big move in your life, but don't be intimidated by it, because whenever I'm intimidated by it or afraid to start something, I'll just put it to the end because I'm it's so big, I don't know how to approach it, I'm not ready. Things fall into place, you know what I mean? It happens as they should. And applying to Pitt, I wish I would have done more research or looked into more colleges, visited more. That's never a bad idea.
Regardless of if you plan on going to college or not, it is important to do your research and pick the path best suited for you. This has been Paige Kreischer for In Flight.
Both Trin and Vaughn said they welcome your questions. You can contact them via Instagram at Trin96Nguyen or at Vaughn Richardson. Trin said she would be honored to make a few free holiday art pieces for the first few people who get in touch with her. You may catch a glimpse of our next alumni on the sidelines of NFL football games. Frank Reich graduated in the class of 1980 and played quarterback at the University of Maryland and for the Buffalo Bills. He holds the record for biggest comeback victories in both college and professional football and was hired this year as a Philadelphia Eagles offensive coordinator. Kaylin Galgott, Corinne Fisher, and myself made the 2-hour trek to Philadelphia to talk with Reich about how his experiences at Cedar Crest help him get to where he is now. For over 50 years, Cedar Crest High School has given its students all of the tools necessary for success. Alumni Frank Reich ran with these tools to become an NFL legend on and off the field.
I had a great experience at Cedar Crest. They provided the training ground for me playing in the NFL.
After graduating high school, Reich went on to play football at the University of Maryland before entering his long career in the NFL.
I always had that dream of playing and maybe coaching one day, but like everybody else, you never know if it's going to come true. So once I got to college, I was kind of I got to make this my profession. I just really love the game.
When Reich's former college teammate Doug Peterson was hired as the head coach of the Eagles in 2016, he reached out in hopes of getting a chance to share the field with him once again.
In this business, that's a lot of what it is, having existing relationships. And so I was thankful to come here and work with Coach Peterson.
Reich attributes his success to not only professional relationships, but those he's made at Cedar Crest High School as well.
The friends that I had there, the teachers that I had there, really in some ways felt like extended family, kind of teach you the values and the principles that really serve you as when you grow up and you get out and you're working. So when I go back to Lebanon now, I still call them, I go play golf with them, and we just develop some close friendships.
Reich was not the only newcomer to the Eagles this season. Many fans attribute the success of the team to their new quarterback, Carson Wentz.
What's unique about Carson is, we get him, and he's a rookie. Having to get a chance to kind of build it from the ground up. He's a really talented player. He's a humble guy, but yet a real confident guy. So he brings a lot of energy and enthusiasm to work every day.
The positive attitude that Wentz brings to the team is a trait that Reich values not only on the field, but also in the classroom. It's a trait he first encountered as a Falcon.
You got to have good people. Surround yourself with good people. Surround yourself with people of like values, common vision, and then commit yourself to the process. No matter what you're doing at whatever level, there's just something about having a growth mindset and always trying to get better at something. And we still talk about that today with the Eagles. We talk about what's important, the people and the process.
That video was produced by Caitlin Galgott and Casey Wierzeniak. Wright brought the Maryland Terrapins back from 31 points down to win the 1984 Orange Bowl and the Buffalo Bills from 32 points down to win the NFL West Championship game. He did this both times as a backup quarterback. Today, Reich is doing something right in his first year coaching in Philly. The Eagles' offense is ranked 11th in the league and score an average of 23 points per game. In school news for all of us current students, there will be carriage rides touring Lebanon tonight. The rides start at the Lebanon Farmers Market on 3 South 8th Street between 5 and 7:30 p.m. Adults cost $8 and children between the ages 3 and 12 cost $4. Students age 16 and older, Iron Valley Snow Tubing is looking to hire 20 workers for their seasonal operation. Training will be provided. For more information, please check out the informational flyers posted on the Jobs Available board in the Skylight area near the main office and also on the board near the cafeteria entrance. Key Club members sign up outside room 312 to work the pancake breakfast on Saturday, December 10th. Also, donate household supplies to the Agape House or gloves and hats to Project Warm. You will earn service points when you donate or work the pancake breakfast, so sign up today. The first rehearsal for the musical will be Monday, December 5th at 3:30 in the auditorium. The choral dress rehearsal is also tonight from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Please be prompt so rehearsal can move along as planned. Any student that is interested in wrestling this season, please see Mr. Spahn in room 802. We are still looking to fill multiple weight classes. Drama Club members, the money you owe for the chocolate fundraiser is now past due. Please take care of this immediately. If possible, turn in a check or the fewest amount of bills for the amount that you owe.
Please rise.
That's all for this edition of In Flight. Next week, we will be taking a week off due to Keystone testing. Until next time, I'm Casey Wierzeniak for In Flight.